Hey, thanks for tuning in. So this is a video where we're going to be looking at a Leetcode problem called running sum of 1D array. I thought maybe I would make a video on this because it's using, there's a number of ways to solve this problem, but I thought this would be a good video to exemplify the Array.reduce method. And so here's the deal is you get like a set of numbers in an array, and you want to look at each number and you want to plus the next number and then accumulate. So like 1, and then there's 1 plus 2 equals, and then there's 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals, and then 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So it's almost like similar to the Fibonacci algorithm, but this is, it's like accumulating instead. All right, so let's do it. So, I just kind of grabbed the function that they had in there, and, the array is an example. And if we're doing it correctly, we should get an output of 1, 3, 6, and 10. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 is always going to be just 1. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 3 is 6. And then 6 plus 4 is 10. All right? All right. So here's the dealio is let's return nums, which is an array, dot reduce. And so these numbers, nums we'll call it, and then we have the accumulator, which could be any value that we assign here within the reduce function. And of course this needs to be an arrow. And so we're going to look and we're going to say the first time, because this is an empty array that we're returning. And like I said in my previous video, most recently, it could be an object, it could be any data type, right? So whatever default you put there is what this parameter represents as the accumulator. So if we say something like if acc.length, then we're saying that there's something in there. But if we say that there's not an acc.length, then return, and this is immutable, I think the term is, which basically means we don't we have to return a new instance of the array. We can't modify the existing one. Otherwise I think it gets like returns undefined because we wind up just wiping it out. Something like that. So you have to just do this spread operator, and then you're returning a new array with the old array, and then we're going to do something with the nums, so the current number. And let's use num instead. Okay, so if we're saying initially, then return the original array with a new array, and then the first number in the sequence, which is 1. Otherwise, we're going to return, we're going to use the spread operator again and return the array. And then we're going to say ACC, and I'm a big fan of using that index, so we're using that index parameter, and that would be 0, 1, 2, 3. Those are the indexes for the array. So we would say nums at the index plus equals. And so nums at the index we want to do is, because we already have one element in the array already, we're going to address that first element, because this thing here is kicking out, what is it doing? Now I'm confused. I've confused myself. This this here is, we're going through the whole iteration, and the first time would represent 0, so then this would be 1. And so we want to target the next one, which is 2, but we want to also go to 1 plus 2. So we need to look behind and do that situation. And then do plus equals the current num. And that should do us. Let's do it. I'm saying a lot of do's today. 1, 3, 5, and 7. We're getting close. Schnucks. Schnucks in a bucket. All right, 1, 3, and why is this happening? Okay, let's see. Nums at maybe we want to try it this way. If there's length, otherwise we'll just return this. Let me see this. No, yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, so where did I screw up? Why is this not working? I could have like pre-recorded a bunch of these until I got it correct. But I thought maybe I would just sort of work through it with you, kind of like live. Maybe not the best idea right now. Whew. All right, I'm a big fan of doing this kind of thing. When we don't know, we just have to check, and why not do it this way with the nums? Let's look at the index, and then we'll do num itself, and that'll help clarify the situation. Okay, so the first iteration we're getting the number 1, because the very first thing it does is it evaluates this if statement and returns the first letter. So we've got 1 in there. And then we're saying I is at 1, and there is why we are having an issue. A shoe? We're having an issue. So that's why we're saying I is, right? If I is 1, 1 minus, so 1 minus 1. Right? And then so if we did I minus 1, would that give us 0? Yeah, okay. So that's what we're looking at here. And then and only then. So should I be like looking at ACC? And then yeah. Should I be doing this? 1, 3, 6, and 10. All right, so that solved it. That's what it is. Sorry about that. Here we are, 1, 3, 6, and 10. And there you have it. So we're looking at the array and we're saying, look at the first element. And then as we accumulate, the next go around, it keeps looking back and it's doing 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 plus 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. And there it is. Thanks for hanging in with me. I don't know if you like this style of video, but it's more raw. This is it. All right. Thanks. And until next time, take care.